In the Hoosier State, so prized a possession is the old oaken bucket that I heard of a coach who won it for the first time and slept with it that night. From Bloomington to West Lafayette, the fans look to have their say in this in-state showdown. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Boilermakers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Indiana's offense will go on the attack first. Guys, Purdue was probably the worst team in the power conferences last year and maybe one of the worst teams in the country. They fell 66-0 to their rivals in the old Oaken Bucket game, and Indiana, of course, made its way onto the playoff. New season, new game. David, what's step one in pulling out a big win in this one?
Yeah, there was nothing good that came out of this game. This was not a rivalry. This was a one-sided beatdown. Not only did Warwick throw for 6 touchdowns and Indiana score 66, they got Purdue's coach fired. That's how bad this football game was. Jesse, they had to go to the bullpen and make a change from their head coach.
Yeah, the head coach after the game said it was the worst offensive performance he had ever seen. And, David, he's right. They had 67 yards in the whole game and turned it over 5 times. You simply can't win. If Purdue has a pulse offensively in this one today, they'll have a much better shot than they did a year ago.
And the Hoosiers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The old Oaken Bucket dates all the way back to 1925, but the rivalry itself goes back even further. 1891, alumni associations from both sides decided what's the perfect, most suitable trophy? Well, of course, an Oaken Bucket.
Yeah, of course, a bucket. A bucket's the perfect reason and the perfect thing to fight for. What are you going to win today? I'm going to win a bucket. No, but I mean, I think the history of it's cool, but Jesse, when you make it a trophy game, it's just so much more fun. It's so much more energy. It's so cool. You're going to celebrate with it. You're going to go grab it right after the game.
Yeah, you know, both Purdue and Indiana, they're hoping to add a score, a date, the city this game was played in. Someone's adding a P or an I to the old Oaken Bucket.
Caught in the backfield. It's Cooper. Breaks into the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Purdue's offense will go to work for the first time. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. This rivalry dates back to 1891, and you want to know how important the old oaken bucket is? When Lee Corso won it for the first time, he slept with the bucket.
There are NFL players that don't sleep with the Lombardi trophy, so that just shows you how important this trophy is to these two teams.
Well, it shows you how awesome Lee Corso is, too, because he's also the guy that when he had a lead up.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. That's caught. It's Cooper. At the 40. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Hoosiers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off play action on first down. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Indiana! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they've put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. To the air on first down. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Working the middle, it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Boilermakers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up. Give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Backed up now, here's second and long. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Here's an incredible statistic early in this game. With that catch, he's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're only in the first quarter still. He has been getting open. He's been making catches. At some point, the defense may have to start triple covering this guy.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Going to go out on a limb and say they have a lot of him plays. Throw the ball to him. Already over 100 yards receiving.
Keep it simple, stupid. Just find this guy and get him the football. Now, if you're on defense, it's pretty obvious where this team is going with the ball. You're going to have to come up with a plan to stop this guy.
Caught in the backfield, it's McCoby. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is four-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Off the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Hauls it in. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, third.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his man. It's Jackson. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, a lot of space. Inside the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Purdue! He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Gets it out fast. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Makes the grab. It's Brady. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. To call what Indiana did last year a renaissance is an insult to all renaissances everywhere. It was a complete resurrection. The losing program that got 11 wins and went to the playoff.
Coach Cignetti has just galvanized this entire program, and all of a sudden, after only 1 year, the expectations are different. Could it ever happen, David? Could this team get back to the playoff again?
It was one of the biggest stories in college football. Everybody kept talking about, does Indiana deserve to be there? And now another year further down the road, going to the transfer portal again, not having the new coach with the connection to JMU, this Indiana team can still be fun to watch and still prove a lot of people wrong.
And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Mendoza. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Dude, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Pulls it in. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
The Hoosiers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for room, it's Hemby. Picked up maybe a yard, it's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Fires into the end zone. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Indiana! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Ross. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
Got it behind the line. It's Hemby. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. A little release to the back. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks, it's Cooper. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? And some room to work. Makes one man miss. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got him. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the old oaken bucket is on the line, and already the Hoosiers and Boilermakers have given us some impressive moments. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Purdue and Indiana plays out.
And the Hoosiers will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. He'll pull it on the read. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the Boilermakers will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. To the air, it's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Under fire. Finds his man. It's McCoby. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Line getting set on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Hoosiers are on the move. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Rush is on him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's McCoby. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They go to the ground. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the Boilermakers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch down the right side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He'll keep it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's McCoby. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Hey, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's McCoby. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. It's Ross. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Tight end finds a soft spot. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Working that left side. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got it on the move. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll go with a direct snap. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 69-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Snagged out of the air. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, said to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Look out, he's got room. Still on his feet at the 40. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Quick completion to the right. At the 35, he's open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's McCovey. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Complete to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Boilermakers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Now on the option. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He'll do it himself. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Are forced to settle for 3. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give out of the gun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Tight end now in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. 2nd down coming up. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This time around, the old Oaken Bucket will spend the year in Bloomington as Indiana beats Purdue. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.